Hi, my name is Natalia Nosh, and I read Attack on Titan, Volume 34 by Hajime Isayama, published by Kodansha Comics. The setting was not described in a figurative language. The book I read was a manga, which is a Japanese comic book, meaning that there was no need to describe the setting. The drawings were just so emotional, and you could definitely see all the symbolism that had been building up throughout the entire story. I originally watched the anime version of Attack on Titan, so I was pretty invested in the characters and their lives already. However, Isayama gives them all personal problems and unique personalities that are very relatable on a personal level. The main character, Eren Yeager, has lost everything, and he is the kind of person who would just give everything and do whatever it takes just to make sure that those close to him are happy, even if nobody asks him to do so. His will to fight and his heart are truly unstoppable. I relate to him because I always tend to sacrifice my happiness so that my family and few friends are comfortable and happy. Attack on Titan is one of the most complicated stories I have ever read and watched. Everyone is the enemy, and it gets to the point where you're just confused on what side to cheer for. The main character turns into the bad guy from a certain point of view, but he's also doing good to the world. It is very confusing. Everything really started with the Great Titan War. Even if they said it was over, it really was not, and it kept on going for thousands of years. To sum things up, I'm going to discuss this last volume. I'll do my best to summarize everything in the story. Humanity lives behind 3 walls due to Titan domination. Titans are humongous humanoid creatures that like to eat people just for the sake of it. Eren, Mikasa, and Armin, the 3 main characters, joined the military after watching their families pass away due to the unfortunate events of 2 intelligent Titans breaking down one of the walls. When the Titans broke down the walls again 5 years later, Eren discovered his ability to shift into a Titan, and they are slowly learning more about them. A shocking discovery was made that the walls have colossal Titans inside, and that leaves a huge area for questions. Many new intelligent Titans appear, and it is revealed that aside from one already defeated Titan shifter, there are 3 more hiding among the ranks of the military who want to take Eren away. Eren finds out that the reason why all those Titan shifters were sent to the walls is that he not only possesses his own Titan power, but the founding Titan power, which consists in being able to control Titans. This power was stolen from the Wall's royal family by Eren's father, and it can only be used by those with royal blood. Eren does not have royal blood. Eren can use it, though, if he makes contact with someone like this. After a long and desperate mission to retake the fallen wall, it is discovered that there is a whole society outside of the walls who hate the people of Paradis. So Paradis is the walls, and they live in an island, and they hate them for being Eldian, a race which can shift into Titans if they are given an injection or if they eat one of the past 9 Titan shifters, so they can become one of the intelligent Titan shifters. So there are aliens outside of the walls too, but they suffer from racial oppression unless they agree to be made into Titan shifters and fight against the people of Paradis. Those people want Eren's power. Eren also has a half-brother with royal blood, and Eren's abilities gave him a glimpse into his own future. After leaving the walls and going to Marley, the city outside of the walls, Eren and his half-brother plan on using Eren's founding Titan power to make all aliens unable to reproduce and end the existence of Titans. As revenge, Eren raids and slaughters many people in Marley and betrays his own people too. Now, he was able to make contact with his brother even though his head was shot off. He was able to start the rumbling. Turns out he did not want to follow the birth control plan, and he just wanted to kill everyone outside of the walls by using the Titans in the walls. Everyone disagrees with him, and they're all trying to kill him. Whoa, and that was so much information. I left so many details out, and that was literally just the main idea. Now, in this volume, Eren reveals to everyone that he wants the freedom of his people, even if it meant attempting to commit mass genocide by stepping over 80% of all humans with colossal Titans. He wanted to do this in a way that his friends, whom he knew would not support his plan, could earn the trust of the world by having to kill him and getting the heroic moment. After a long battle, and the enemies uniting against him, Eren is killed by his adoptive sister and crush Mikasa, who was the only person who was always protecting him. He gave up the things he loved the most, his freedom, and decided spending his life with Mikasa just for the peace of Eldians. After Eren was decapitated once again, all Titan powers vanished from the world, and there was no reason to fight anymore. Personally, I would not say this is a book everyone in a class should read because there's a lot of sensitive topics such as racism, violence, homicide, war crimes, and more. It's also not everyone's cup of tea. However, getting to do an in-depth analysis would be interesting because the author, Isayama, knew exactly where he wanted the story to go from the beginning, and it shows. The story started with Eren taking a nap in the same tree he was buried in, and in the end, while Mikasa was sitting in that very same tree, a bird comes and wraps Mikasa's scarf, which is something Eren had promised he would always do for her no matter what. The bird symbolizes the freedom Eren always wanted but never got in his own life. There is a lot of foreshadowing hidden amongst the quotes and drawings. He used so many hero archetypes we learned in the beginning of the year, such as Eren being the anti-hero, by only fighting for what he wants and being perceived as a villain, but also a savior, depending on your perspective. The symbolism count was off the charts. After reading the comics and watching the anime twice, I still feel like I don't fully understand it, because he was somehow able to fit all of that into 4 TV show seasons and 34 1-inch wide books. The theme in Attack on Titan is to always keep on fighting, no matter what. If there is one word that came up throughout the entire story, that is tatakai, which is Japanese for fight. From when Eren was killing the human traffickers to save Mikasa, to when he was standing in front of the mirror looking into his own eyes and saying the word over and over again, knowing the depth of evil the act he was about to commit was, and that the blood of all those innocent people getting caught up in it is in his hands. Attack on Titan is definitely one of my top 3 favorite stories of all time. Everything fits perfectly like a puzzle, and you may think you know where it's going as soon as you start it, but the truth is, you have no clue. Thank you so much for watching this video, and Shinso wo Sasageo!